The Guelphs and the Ghibellines,
Ah?
Ghibellines. The fluidity so far is excellent. I love the maps. I can't wait to just look at this place
Wow.
for hours and hours and hours. And look at that. You can see the farm fields, cities, in the mountains, and the cliffs. Okay, welcome back now to Mr. Bunal Gaming. We are back here at EU5, our Florence playthrough. We have not even pushed play yet. This game is complex. It is an in-depth. It has a lot of stuff going on. You know, to be completely honest, we're probably going to make a lot of mistakes, and that's just what's going to happen. We're here for it. So we're going to make mistakes. We're going to see if we can make Florence flourish and take over the Italian, central Italian area. And here we go. So let's see how we can do it here. EU5, Florence. We're about to unpause. Well, before we unpause, let's just kind of say here, we already, I believe, formed a defensive league and a alliance. So with the People State. Okay, unpausing. Enough talking. Boom. There we go. Oh my gosh, EU5. First of all, we're losing a $1.36 a month, which is not good. There's just so much stuff. We're number 263. Whew. I don't know how many there actually are total, but there's a lot. There's like there's almost 200 in the Holy Roman Empire. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy. Darmstadt. I used to actually live in Hanau. I've been in Darmstadt. There's an army base there when it was West Germany. See, I don't know, where's Hanau? Let's see, where are we? Oh, right there, Hanau. I used to live in Hanau. I lived in Hanau for 3 years, I believe. And here's Frankfurt. Yep. Very cool. We'll play that someday too, maybe. But right now we're back in Florence. Okay. Yeah. So we got, so let's see, shift. Here's a hint. Okay, hints. Conquered location to be integrated to our administration in order to contribute to the wealth of our realm. We should strive to integrate all locations as soon as possible. Recommended. Instruct the cabinet to integrate provinces from the government panel. Okay. Let's go ahead and change then this to integrate. Arezzo. Okay, boom. Our study reports integrate province. Our cabinet has been assigned to integrate province. We've conquered a province. We need to integrate before it will be a part of our country. If it does not become integrated, the pops in the province may rebel. Okay, so we are integrating. It's going to be done in 2 years. Okay, and this is developing Florence. Okay. Next up, too many relations. Due to being 46% over. Okay, so we're losing a lot of stuff here. We have an alliance with the Papal State. We're keeping that. Let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Here's my hint. Overdeveloped diplomatic capacity. An alliance with everyone is an alliance with no one. A country that maintains more relations than its diplomatic will suffer penalty. Diplomatic reputation and prestige. Certain subject types possess diplomatic upkeep and reduce the availability of capacity. Membership in an international organization will cost some diplomatic. Okay, so these organizations we belong to, because we built a defensive pack. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. I wanted the defensive league and we already built it. So potential fixes for overcapacity is stopping our diplomats from improving relations will free up our capacity. Evaluating whether we may want to end some of our alliances or treaties. Leaving the international organizations we no longer need to be a part of. We're not going to leave the Catholic Church. What is this? The Goofles. The Goofles. I'm not even. Guelphs? Okay, so this is really just like aligned with the Pope. Unfortunately, right now, I'm going to keep all of our stuff, so we're going to be over diplomatic capacity for a while. That's too bad. Okay. Unpause again. We are making money now, so we can kind of let it float. We are getting 22,000 people. That seems like a pretty good amount. It's 10% a year, I guess. Is that a month? Okay, let's get a hint over here too. Okay, so pops will try to buy the goods they need for their daily life from the market of their location. If pops are not able to buy all the goods they demand, their pop satisfaction will decrease accordingly. If their pop satisfaction falls below their pop join rebels threshold, be it for want of goods or else, pops might start to support a rebellion against the government. Recommended actions: keep stability and legitimacy and estate satisfaction high to prevent rebellions, expand your production of demand of goods, import the goods. So keeping stability and legitimacy is the best options, apparently. We're losing prestige, but our stability is doing okay. We can see here the economy in EU5 looks to be super in depth, right? So to build and buy this archer unit, it's going to cost us base of 50 gold ducats. The market is saying that's going to be 10% cheaper, so we could actually buy it for almost 45 ducats. So in theory, right, if we were making more leather, making more lumber, this price could even go down even farther. And then the flip side, if we didn't have more weaponry and we were losing weaponry, the price would be higher than 50. So very, very interesting. But we can also see now that the prices are pretty high. It's 39 for a footman unit. That'd be half of our gold to build 100 footmen, which is going to be too much for right now. Okay, so here we are in the production tab. Apparently, produce wine, horses, and wool. Silk, maybe too? But we don't have, do we not have a building? Is that why? Okay. Okay, so these guys are unhappy. Let's see how we can, let's get a hint over here and see what we can do. Okay, so when we have unhappy estates, keeping the estates content is an important day-to-day part of running our country. Between them, they represent a significant share of the country's economic and military might. Every disloyal estate will inflict penalties on your country and will make its constituent pops very likely to join rebellions. Recommended actions. Their output and satisfaction can be managed by granting or revoking privileges in the government panel. Lowering taxes. Parliament can be used to help manage estate satisfaction. In the government panel. Okay, over here. Okay. So we could do reforms if we had to, if we wanted to. Okay, we have rebels, but it's at 0.05%. So I'm thinking that's can be ignored for right now. So when our buildings are missing inputs, buildings need access to goods from their markets to work properly. If they cannot buy all the goods they need, their outputs will be appropriately reduced. So if they don't have all the inputs, their outputs are going to be reduced. Recommended actions. Clicking on the alert will take you to the goods production panel. Filter the missing goods in your affected market. So this is everything we're missing. And here's how we can fix that. We can go to the RGO and see the list of locations where we can get these raw goods where they're being produced. So let's try that out. Okay, so looking here, I don't think we have the items needed. Right? Clay, fruit, and that kind of stuff. So we don't have what we need produced locally. We can click on the building and see if we can produce ourselves. I don't think that is going to be the case either. Or we can click the import button. We can click on the import button to import the good from another market using trade capacity. You can automate our building and our geoconstruction as well as our trade from the automation panel. Let's see, okay, our trade capacity. Okay, we're gonna try this out. I mean, obviously green, the higher number of green, generally, let's see what happens, right? Boy, okay, let's see. I've got a lot of things going on. I'm not sure if I set that trade up. Let's go ahead and we have an alert here. The Guelphs and the Ghibellines have been fighting over dominance over Italy for multiple centuries since the investiture controversy pitted the Pope and the Holy Roman Empire against each other. The Guelphs support the papal authority over the peninsula, while the Ghibellines are considered imperial loyalists, holding their allegiance true to the Holy Roman Empire. Spiraling beyond their initial positions, both sides now represent a diversity of interests, so the different countries are no longer strangers to switching sides for their own benefit. So this is something I've never seen, I don't think. This is not, I think this is new in EU5, so correct me if I'm wrong. This is a situation. So we already read what the situation was. I mean, it's basically a conflict, right, between our two factions here. Obviously, we're on the Pope side here. Pope Benedictus XII versus the Holy Roman Empire Ludwig IV. In general, it looks like we have more factions, but, the Holy Roman Empire maybe got bigger people. But it is Oh, I see. It's Italy. It's an Italian focused with Upper Bavaria leading that side. Okay. It's really Milan. Okay. Genoa. Oof. Versus the Papal States. Okay. So I assume this is going to represent a bunch of smaller battles and kind of, be a faction conflict, changing land, or is it just a, fight conflict? This is okay. This is pretty cool. And I assume obviously there's other situations in different parts of the world. I like that. That gives you like kind of a cool direction to go, a historic direction. How would you react in this situation? Gives a size to play on. I love the maps, of course. Oh my gosh. E5. This is we're like a month in, 2 months in the timeline, and I'm having so much fun already. This is going to be such a giant game. Okay, let's unpause it for a little while longer. Okay, new hint for unprofitable buildings. Let's see what's going on here. Buildings will become unprofitable if the cost of the combined input goods exceeds the value of the production good. So, right, if it costs 100 to import the wood and you're only selling your furniture for 50, it doesn't make sense to import it. Make sure the input goods are cheaper by producing or importing more to ensure they're okay. Yeah, so we either can produce or import, create more demand. We can close buildings, destroy it. Okay, and we can manipulate the market. Interesting. Okay, so before we attach this, let's see. These guys are not profitable. I mean, so right now what we need to do is, we got to either make the cost of pottery go up or the stuff go down. I don't. Wow. So that means it's just again the PhD level stuff here. We have to think about this, right? Like, I have to find to see if is it. Let's see. Can I import clay? Let's see what happens if I import clay. I cannot fix that issue right now. Looks like we're definitely going to side with the Pope. We're going to be a papal crusaders. So in our defense league, one of the partners says, "Hey, let's do mutual defense." I thought we already did. That's the purpose of it. So let's go ahead and vote for that. Yeah. I mean, I think we are gonna vote for assured just so that they always will have to come back us up, and we don't want someone else to take either one of those lands around us either. So I think that's smart. Again, initial thoughts are just wow, it's amazing. So far, we had the one initial baby crash. That's I think just a joke. The fluidity so far is excellent. I love the maps. I can't wait to just look at this place for hours and hours and hours. Let's get out of this political map. Let's go to the terrain. Boom. Let's see. And look at that. You can see all the farm fields, cities, in the mountains, and the cliffs, the little county lines in there. Okay, that's kind of what I was looking for. Yeah, those are the county lines. Anyways, okay, so initial thoughts. Super excited, super happy. I don't have any complaints yet. Obviously, we're only about an hour or two into gameplay, but no complaints so far. It is super in depth. I mean, this is my first impressions. It's kind of hard to like think about streaming and like what I'm going to say, and then also absorb what I'm playing. But man, so far, I'm just super excited to play a lot of EU5. If you have EU5, if you don't, if you just want to follow along here, we're going to build up Florence the best we can. It might fail, it might not. If you enjoyed this so far, please like and subscribe to Mr. Bunal's Gaming for more EU5 Sea Skylines. And coming up soon, Master of Command, which is another really cool brand new indie game. 7 Years War, like Napoleonic kind of stuff. So very similar, same to this strategic game. I had some fun playing that already, so I'm going to put that probably on the channel at some point too. Okay, guys, so thank you and see you on the next one.